Who did I run into? Eileen. Eileen, this, what are you, the Midwest South rep? Regional rep for? Southwest rep. That's right, for Baby Luck. Look at all this, wonderful. Lots of clothing here. Look at all these jackets. Oh, look at all this. Aren't those beautiful? Are those yours?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Beautiful. Who are you?
I'm Gail Carson from Stitch and Time.
Hi, Gail. I'm Christopher Nejman.
Nice to meet you.
Look how beautiful your jackets are.
All of our fabrics are from Thailand, so they've all been hand woven or hand stitched or hand painted.
It's so nice to see jackets like that, because every event I go to, all I see is cut up sweatshirts. This is so refreshing. Most of our jackets are also How you doing? Good. And what is your website?
By Stitch in Time.
Stitch in Time. Well, I'm going to put this video on my website. We're going to feature you. Very nice. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Okay, now you were just telling me about your fabrics. And I mentioned that I noticed that all these fabrics are textured. And I thought when you made these, you made them like that. But you say...
We buy them white. We have them hand dyed, and then they pin tuck it.
So when the consumer buys your fabric, it's already textured for them.
It's already textured.
And colored.
Yes.
That's fabulous. And all they got to do is construct it. This is beautiful. Let's see if I get a close-up. This is really nice. Very, very contemporary.
Thank you.
Look at all these beautiful colors. You guys are at my alley. I like this. I like this. Trims. Where? Oh, let's check these out. You know what? I was looking at these trims and that fabric over there. This looks like something I do on my embroidery CDs.
This is a Hilltop textile, and we work with the village to have this made.
Where do you work with this at?
In the northern part of Thailand, outside Chiang Mai again.
Really?
And up until last September, all of these strips were cut on the bias. They had no rotary cutters. And I have a friend that works at Clover, and she donated a whole bunch of rotary cutters, and we took them rotary cutters.
Then they cut that up. Yeah, and I see that fabric over here, because the first thing caught my eye was, I'm like, that looks like my embroidery CD. That is fabulous.
Quilters.
Oh, look at this.
Quilters.
Okay,
Yeah.
look at
And
this.
I'm doing a video series on how to paint your sewing machine coming up.
This is so cool.
I'm going to paint 3 or 4 different ones on video and have templates so that
Well,
people can
you know
do
what's
it.
really cool too is having the artwork and the resale value would increase.
Yes. And it's
Let me look over here.
also makes the sewing machine perform better because nail polish is more slippery than paint. So that's all done with nail polish. Yep. And
You do all this with nail polish?
nail polish. This was car paint, and I'm gonna let people know they can do it, but it takes longer to seal, and you can't coat clear nail polish over it for like a month. You have to wait, so it's not. I don't like it as much as nail polish. But you know,
You went through a lot of nail polish.
yes. And this is Claire's lunch.
Are you a nail tech?
No, I'm an inventor of the creative feet.
I was gonna say, you know,
Octi hoops.
the creative feet. Which ones? What creative
These
feet?
are sewing machine feet that I also paint.
I put jewels on.
And put jewels on.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
I've got your feet.
then-
I have your feet.
Okay.
Do you use them?
Yes.
Okay. And then the pearls and piping.
Pearls and
thread.
piping and the
sequins and
the satin stitch.
Yep.
And
And the pearls and piping thread I put rhinestones
then you have
on
this.
now,
Don't
too.
you have the elastic one too?
This is the one that does the elastic as well.
I've got
Has the
those.
Sequins.
Honey, I was on to you years ago. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. Send me a link to that video.
And she even did the
so-
cash register too. Look at that.
It died on us, but it's still, you know.
Oh, I just love Martha Pullen Sewing Market. There's so much creativity here. It's like a little bit of craft, a little bit of art.
Everything.
Everything.
I love
This is for a sewer.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Definitely a
Yeah.
sewer's
This is
place
a
to come.
sewing.
All right, but you're not going to believe who I found. I haven't seen her since I was in CHA in California, And I'm walking by and my mouth dropped. My lovely Tammy Bowser. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Christopher.
Tammy, show Eileen what you're all about here. This is fascinating.
All right. You start with any photograph, and what my software does is divide the photo into squares. Then it numbers the squares by color value. Don't get scared.
My goodness.
That's just light to dark, so you pick your fabric, any fabric you like. You just have to have light, medium, and dark. Photocopy them so you see the values. It takes the color away and leaves the value. And then put them in order from light to dark. Since they're gray, it's easy to do. Number them with 1 is the lightest, up to the darkest, and then that makes the fabric match those numbers.
Really?
Pick your the fabric, or the pattern tells you how big it's going to be, how much of each fabric you'll need. And then when you print the pattern out, it puts the numbers right in the squares. You take the pages together to make the whole picture. Put plain fusible or some sort of interfacing right on top. You can see the numbers right through it. Place the fabric by the numbers, just like you're doing a puzzle. Iron them down and the fusible holds them all together so nothing gets out of place. If you want to piece the squares, you fold them on the edge of the squares and do all the rows one way first. Then you do the same thing the other way, and that's how you piece the squares. If you don't want to piece them, you don't have to. You can also just fuse them down. If there's a whole row with the same number, you can use a strip and cover the whole row, and then you do your beautiful stitching on top.
And the results are right here. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I gotta tell you a story. One of my fans sent me this quilt. And I got it and it didn't make sense to me. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay. So I put it in my kitchen, I laid it over my chair. I walked out there and came back, it was a picture of me. It was my photo she took off of my website and made a mosaic quilt with my face on it. I sent it to Tammy, remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So see the baby right there? Eileen, look how much better you can see it in the camera.
Oh yeah.
You see? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And the violin, cello or violin? Cello.
It's a violin.
Violin. And then look at the picture here, Doris Day.
I got to go teach in Japan.
You did?
Yes.
So you're international now.
I am.
Yeah. I remember when you first came out on Sue Ann's show.
Yeah.
And I was watching you when she filmed you in your studio.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, this girl's got it together. She's a brain. I like this. Something new. Tammy, it's so nice to see you here. Wow. This is awesome. I'm so happy. And didn't you have to learn how to quilt too? Weren't you quilt?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had to learn it all.
I came when I learned how to quilt. It wasn't. I just the business started and the ideas came all at the same time.
It came from an idea and a dream.
Yes.
She had a dream. She had an idea in her dream. That's how it happened. She had an angel visit her. The angel of wealth. Here we go. Thank you, Tammy.